How long does it take?
I think we should be good. We should be live.
I'm not seeing us live.
Well, we're live on YouTube. And we're live on Twitch. You may just need to do a refresh on your side on the stream manager.
Yeah.
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 Welcome everybody to Saturday MermFish. This is our Saturday 4-hour stream. I am Catfish. I have this bottom area down here for gaming. And up there is... What's your name up there?
I'm Mermal. And I have up here GIMP. I will be continuing to work on this art piece that I started on Tuesday. You'll see up here next to me, I think this right here, next to me, that my theme is, or my subject is toaster. My theme is technology versus nature, and my color palette was beige, burgundy, and cream. So that is what I'm working with here. And we'll see how far I get in this 4-hour stream today.
Oh, so you're continuing what you did last Tuesday. Cool. I'm playing Runescape. I started playing this maybe like 20 minutes ago, and I'm kind of in the middle of something, so I'm gonna finish it before I do anything else. I do think I play some Elder Scrolls Arena today, and I might continue the journey through video game history through playing 1995 games from 1995. Last Tuesday I played The Beast Within, a Gabriel Knight mystery, and I finished it yesterday. It was a cool game. A little bit long and slow by today's standards, but it was still cool. It had a good story. Ending was a bit weird, but... so I need to do a Slayer quest. Or challenge. Which really won't take me too long.
So we're watching the chat if anybody wants to chat with us while we do our little hobbies.
Okay, I need to make the long trek over here to this Slayer dungeon to kill some basilisks, I think. Oh crap, I don't have any runes. How am I gonna do magic without runes? Alright, back to the bank. I'm glad I didn't make it all the way there without... and then realize I don't have anything to kill him with.
So I was thinking about this the other day and how to like really make this pop. Oops. And I was thinking of doing a black border on everything, since the toaster has a black border on it, and I thought it looked really good. But I'm not quite sure if that's gonna work, so we're gonna test it out here. And one of the reasons why I was thinking about doing it is because I have a lot of like these vines intertwining, especially like right here where they cross over each other. And I think it needs a bit more definition and depth on it.
It's funny you're drawing these like vines and this sort of like technology versus nature thing, and like earlier today you were very much anti-nature around our house.
Well, it got me, hurting my wrist. But yeah, we have some work being done around our house. And I needed to cut back some things. And so yeah, I was very much not favoring nature today.
And they're rose bushes too, just like that.
Yep.
So let us know if you encounter any audio issues with our stream. Like, I'm still trying to work that out. We're still relatively new at this. This is sort of a new experimental setup we're doing. And when I go and listen back to some of our streams, I've noticed like sometimes there's an echo with our voice. We are in the same room, so it is a bit of a challenge there. And then sometimes my game volume is really low, sometimes it's really loud. Sometimes we're mumbling, sometimes we're yelling.
Guess who was yelling? It was me. So this is where I really want to test out this black border and see if it'll work for what I'm looking for.
I gotta kill 10 of these. Yeah, I'm very casual with RuneScape. I do have a membership, but like, I don't like to spend a whole lot of time in the game, which it's sort of designed to be that way, where you're supposed to sink in a lot of time doing leveling and stuff. I like to just come on and do like the challenges that they give me every day and then play something else. I find that fun.
I just realized I was putting all those borders on these vines on the wrong layer.
Guessing that's not easily fixable.
I'm just gonna have to undo everything that I just did. Let me see. Is it worth it?
It's probably not worth it to undo it. You could probably just redo it on the correct layer. Ooh, I got rune javelins from that thing.
See all that? Yeah.
I mean, is that...
I guess I can just go in and erase it because it's on this layer. I can just erase it. Let's get on the right layer to erase it. There we go. Okay. I don't think I like the black border anyway, now that I was looking at it. I think I should definitely go with more of the burn look here. I think I am going to erase that though and start over.
It's a funky take on a basilisk. Like, it's got 6 legs. It doesn't seem super lizard-like. It seems kind of like...
That's a basilisk?
Yeah, it's a interesting take on a basilisk. Well, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say it's wrong, because I mean, it's like a mythological creature anyway, but like, it doesn't really look like that.
No, 6 legs means it's more of a bug.
It's got 6 eyes, too. It does have the feature where, like, it can look at you and paralyze you. So that's why I gotta wield this, like, funky-looking shield, which is like a mirror shield.
Oh, yeah. A bit of a Perseus against Medusa thing. noticed when I backed out. See these thin lines right here on these leaves when I back out a lot? They almost disappear and look like they're floating, so I'm going to increase the size of those. I want a pencil on that.
Alright, let's deposit some shit at the bank. How much is this worth? Pretty much nothing.
If you're just joining us, we are... Catfish here is playing RuneScape for a little bit until he switches over to the game he had intended to play today. And then I am working on this random prompt that I got. I'm working on GIMP, and my subject is a toaster, which you'll see here. Theme is technology versus nature, and my color palette is beige, burgundy, and cream. So I need to increase my burgundy here. But right now I'm just working on these vines, trying to make them look more defined. I think I got all the leaves. So definitely need way more leaves on some of these vines, so I think that's what I'm going to be doing a lot of today. I'm hoping in these 4 hours that I have this done.
Just using up my treasure chest keys, and I need to apply. I try to get everything.
And once again,
Once again.
sorry. Once again, I am working on the wrong layer, guys. I just cannot figure myself out today.
What you should do is lock the layers that you're not working on.
I should, yeah.
Then it makes it impossible. Alright, so I like to level all my skills like evenly. I don't know. It's just a weird thing I like to do. So I'm trying to level them all up to 50. So fletching is the next one. Fletching. Somebody's got a cat. 49 fletching. Alright, so I'm done with RuneScape. I just want to do some challenges and...
Now, if I'm on the wrong layer, does that actually work?
I'm pretty sure if it's
Oh,
locked,
'cause...
you can't do anything with it.
Yeah, I think that was locking it. And I was still able to erase the work that I did.
Why is my taskbar over there?
Alright.
That's weird. We're gonna leave it though. It's not bad, it's just weird. You ever have things that are weird, but not bad? That's that. Alright. So let's do some gaming through history. So this is like personal project of mine, is to play all sort of meaningful video games from the beginning to the present. Meaningful is different and has different interpretations. So it's like the games that are most critically acclaimed as being the best games of all time, or some impactful in some way. Then I have all the games I've ever played, which is a lot. And some various notable others. So I started a couple years ago, and actually August 30th of 2022. So almost 2 years ago. I started 1958 with this first game, which is Tennis for Two, which is somewhat considered as the first video game. It's kind of depends on what your definition of a video game is, but Tennis for Two is sort of considered as the first video game made for the purposes of just entertainment and not like to test out a theory or experiment. It was made for the public for entertainment purposes. So I consider that the first video game ever. Um, and I played my way from 1958 all the way to 1995. It's 2 years later. I'm in 1995. That's a pretty good run, but there's a lot more games that have come out. So it takes me a longer time to get through a year. I think I'm at the summer of 1995 or close to the summer. Let's see. Scrolling. This is my Play Night library. This is where I kind of keep track of all this. So there's like 2,500 games on this list. Um, I don't play them all to completion either. I play them until I'm either tired of them or I beat them, or in some cases they can't be beaten if it's just like some sports games or something like that. You play a season or you just play until you're kind of done with it. That's how I kind of go about it. Getting close. I'm getting close. So 1995 has been a fun year so far. It's sort of a weird mix of like the phasing out of the consoles of Genesis and Super Nintendo, where it's like they're on their they're still good games for those systems, but they're sort of being replaced. Like the future is here, and the future is 3D, and so you have the early PlayStation games, the early Sega Saturn games. Nintendo's still focused on the Super Nintendo, clearly, because the N64 wouldn't come out for another year or two. I think maybe it comes out 96 in Japan. So, and games are getting bigger too. So they're expanding from games that might take 2 hours to games that take 10 hours. Not that you didn't always have those, but like it seems like 2 hour games are phasing out. Like people want bigger experiences. Okay, so next game on my list, this is the one I played last Tuesday. Fun game, full motion video, which is interesting. Um, and this is the one I'm going to play now, which is Bust a Move again. So like this is called Puzzle Bobble, this series. Um, but in America they called it Bust a Move, and like that's really weird. So it uses like the people from Bubble Bobble or like the theme around this, but they rebranded it as Bust a Move in America and in Europe, I think. And like, why? So like, look at the cover of this behind my head. If that's not the most cursed looking cover you've ever seen in your life, it's a dude. It looks like Voldemort from like the first Harry Potter, where he's like coming out of back of somebody's head.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it looks like to me. He's like screaming, and it looks like there's something that's holding his eyes open, and then it says so addictive. I don't even move my head out of the way. So addictive, it should be illegal. And then you look at the game, and doesn't have any of those type of vibes to it. Like, it,
It does kind of have some faces in
yeah, they're
those
like you
balls.
free them up or something like that, but like they're
Oh, okay.
cartoonish Japanese characters. Like they don't look anything like this, and it's a beach with a sailboat behind it, and all these colors, but you have whatever the hell this is for cover. Very weird. So I played Bust a Move 1, which is really just Puzzle Bobble. And there are arcade games that are ported to systems. So this one's on PlayStation. closing down Steam because it likes to mess with my controller. All right.
Hopefully that didn't echo for you guys.
Sorry, I don't even have the game up for them. This is where I get into the trouble with the volume. It's like I have no idea how loud this is for them. So please let me know if like that blew your ears off. Let me show you the game. OBS is very funky about trying to get some of these games to be on here. So that work? There we go. Yeah, you see how like friendly that is, and like it doesn't match the cover vibe at all. Playing instructions. Decide the direction you want to shoot, fire. So a lot of people probably, if you're watching this, probably played some sort of variant of this game before in your life.
Yeah.
It sounds like he says grandpa. Oh, he died.
Oh no.
Oh, he's crying. Interesting that I have credits. This is on PlayStation. So like, there's no place to put coins in. This may or may not work. I tried something a little bit different to get this on screen, and I'm not really liking it. I'm not really liking it.
Not really liking what?
My configuration with that.
Mm.
It was causing me trouble with the controller. Trouble with playing old games is that you do need to do some configuration. All right, so we're gonna do a display capture. There we go. I think that's more like what we want to do. And let's do fresh boot. I've never played this particular game before.
Is this like the first game that was like this? Because I'm trying to think of it. Like Pop It was a little bit like that,
I
right?
don't know if it's the game that introduced this sort of style, or this style game,
Yeah.
I want to say no. Like, it seems unlikely.
Yeah.
I don't want to turn off these scan lines because they look pretty bad on the stream. So scan lines are something you can apply to make it look like an old TV.
I keep grimacing. Sorry that you have to see my grimaces, but nature really did some work on my wrist today. My left wrist, luckily. And man, it's complaining a lot, even just sitting here.
Not seeing scan lines here. Oh, it's probably post-processing. Yeah, there we go. Remove that. That's much better. Alright, now I think I can get to playing the game. That was weird. Yeah.
What are those?
So they're from a game called Bubble Bobble, which was an arcade game that was eventually ported to the Nintendo. Which is nothing like this game at all. It's not a puzzle game. It was an action game where you blow bubbles and you trap enemies in the bubble and then you jump on them and then that's how you like get through levels. And they
Okay.
had like all these different creatures, like this whale with legs.
Whale with legs.
Why do I have so many credits? That's odd. Match point? I'm gonna go easy. I'm not.
They look more like what are they
Screensaver.
called? Like troglodytes or something?
Troglodytes?
Troglodytes? That's what they look like to me.
Just weird.
That screaming is weird.
Player versus computer. Okay, so it's a competitive game. I'm
Hmm.
gonna go with the puzzle game first before we go against computers, because probably need to be a little decent at it. Oh, okay, it's like A or B.
A, obviously.
It does not give me like any time, so I'm really annoyed when you have these arcade ports and they give you like a time. Like, I shouldn't have a time. It's an at-home console. Grandpa! Oh, I missed that shot bad. Grandpa!
Can you, like, turn that off or something?
Turn the grandpa off?
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to,
Probably
I'm just
not.
wondering.
Ooh, I don't think I can make that shot. Nope. Why are you giving me greens?
Here we go. Now that we have that all colored in. Well, I like that. I like that better without the white lines around it. I am going to go ahead and make some more leaves.
Man, they give you no time between these levels. Bad shot. music's interesting.
It's cute.
We'll have to see if we get DMCA'd for
What?
the music, the copyright.
Oh.
Whatever. We're not like making money off this stream. Like we're just here chilling. So.
Ooh, I just realized I don't have... Flower needs something connecting it to it, huh?
Alright, D or E? Because I went B last time because it doesn't give you any time.
Well... Oh, okay, well...
We're going E.
There you go. I said A last time and you went to B.
I didn't know it was timing me. That you have to choose quickly. It's totally Grandpa. Wait a minute, I thought I had a red.
I don't like that. Maybe that's why I don't like this. Because I need to be using pencil here.
Crap. Not really giving me any good stuff.
Alright.
I swear it switches it sometimes. I'm not sure why.
Switches what?
Sometimes I have one that it's like I'm about to shoot and it switches it to another color at the last minute.
Weird.
Indeed. It could be my imagination though.
So I'm gonna put another flower here. Actually gonna rotate it. There we go. Suddenly getting a delay on this.
See, did that switch again? I swear that's happening. do I get this in there? Nope.
Hmm.
Oh, bad shot. Pretty much when they say grandpa, it's because I did something good. So if you hear grandpa,
Alright.
that's a bad shot.
Color this in. I might have to close GIMP and reopen it because I'm getting a serious delay on this.
Okay, H or I. You gotta be quick.
I.
I need to turn you up because you're a little bit low on my personal side.
Not sure why I'm getting a delay.
Yeah, try a restart.
Yeah, I'm about to. Just needed to save it. There we go. Okay, let's see if that works. Move my mouse over there. Get back to our rows.
Okay, I'm pausing it. Like there's just no break in between levels. You'll be able to check some stuff.
They have to keep you addicted.
Yes, they did say that. It said so addicted that you cry or something like that.
So addictive that it should be
That's what
illegal.
it was, yeah.
Yep.
You think it says that about like some truly addictive stuff? Like, wouldn't think that'd be a good, very good thing for like marketing gambling or alcohol.
Yeah. If you're just joining us, thank you for joining us. I am Mermal, and I like to do art, and I'm pretty new to digital art, so that's what I'm working on, and you'll see the prompt up here telling you what I'm working on. And then Catfish over here is playing Bust a Move 2.
Also known as Puzzle Bobble 2, by a much better name. This is Americanized term. I think all games after this might have been called Puzzle Bobble. They might have realized after this game that that's a much better name.
I guess one of the things that we don't mention a lot when we do our stream is that we are a married couple. These are our hobbies that we do almost every night. So we just decided to stream it. This is what we do at home. He plays video games, I do art. So we decided to make it a little bit more interactive by streaming it.
Yeah, I still have the trouble of how do you categorize a stream like this, because we're doing like 3 things. Like, she's doing art, I'm playing a game, and we're also just sort of chatting about whatever. So I have it set in Twitch to just chatting, because I really can't find any alternative. You can't select multiple categories. And I ask some people, and they're like, well, what do you do the most of? And I'm like, I can't say. Like, can I out-game her art? Like, I don't think so. Can she out-art my games? And then sometimes we just see weird shit in the games, and we're like, we just start talking on a tangent about something that has nothing to do with what we're doing. So, I call it a chill stream, because it's kind of laid back. You'll always see us doing weird and interesting things on here. More than likely, I'm playing a game that nobody else is playing live. There's a high chance of that. And I know nobody else is doing vines coming out of a toaster. Live or otherwise.
Oh, come on. You don't think anybody's doing this
No.
around the world?
I'm struggling with this one. So I have to confess that I've never been a big fan of these types of puzzle games.
See, I've always liked them. This is the type of game that I would just play
I think
casually.
it's gonna kill me soon. I mean, it's a decent casual game, but it's just like... It relies on like really precise shots, so it's not super casual. In the sense that like, if you miss a shot, you're kind of fucked. Especially on difficulty levels. Higher difficulty levels. So it's actually very skill-based. And I might be dying in this one unless I can get these yellows out of there. Maybe this is the shot that's really important. There. Grandpa!
I mean, Grandpa is not new in video games.
Yeah. One of my favorite games of all time is Streets of Rage 2 for Genesis, and if you ever play that game, it's a beat 'em up game. You can choose different characters, and one of them's Axel, and he has like this uppercut that he does, and every time he does it, it sounds like he's saying "Grandpapa," and you
Grandpapa!
kind of spam that attack in that game like over and over again, and so like it's pretty much if you're playing as Axel, the entire game is "Grandpapa, Grandpapa, Grandpapa." He's really saying "Grand Upper," which is really weird. Like, um, it is some weird kind of like
I mean, that's what the move is called.
it seems like in Japan with like Japanese media, particularly like
Yeah.
cartoons, that you're anytime you make an attack, it has to have a name, and you have to say that attack when you do that attack. So like if you think of like Street Fighter, it's like Hadouken, like you have to say it, and then like you watch an anime, they have to say whatever attack it is when they do it every time. It's just a cultural quirk. But in video games, if you spam an attack and they say it every time, it gets pretty old. Except with Streets of Rage, because it's an incredible game. So that doesn't get old. I
You
don't
don't
mind. You
mind
actually
then.
learn to tune that out. Ooh, I can't really bounce things off walls because they put those honeycomb things there.
Do they just stick to them?
I don't think yeah, I think it sticks to them. I don't think you can bounce. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Yeah, so like the whole point of the game is almost attacking like where things are connecting.
Yeah. I mean, I played Pop It for a good bit when that came out, so...
Well, Pop It's not like this game.
I thought it
Pop It's where you
was,
pop
yeah.
balloons.
Okay, but it's like a similar concept, right? You have to pop the same color.
Yeah, no, it's a different game.
Okay.
Let me finish this level and then we'll look at Pop It, but I'm pretty sure it's like... You're not shooting things in Pop It, you're just clicking...
I'm just popping. I still think it's a very similar game, though. It's like the same concept, just like a different style of popping them.
I'm kind of done with this game. I think I'll play the version where you go against a computer opponent and see what that's like. Let's just, if I die here, then yeah.
What's the next game after this one?
It's a Rave Racer, so it's in the Ridge Racer series of arcade games. I missed. I don't need oranges. I don't need purples or greens. Alright, I'm done. I have 8 credits.
I don't know what color I'm using there.
Alright, let's pause this and let me bring up Pop It. Poppet, I think, is pretty much dead. Because I don't think, does PopGap games still exist? Yes, Pogo still exists, amazingly. Okay, so images. Poppet HD. That's kind of funny. Open image. Let me share my screen. Okay, yeah, you can see it. That's Poppet. So, like, you're popping
Yeah.
balloons here, and then they move up, and you're trying to
Mm-hmm.
get rid of them. So you're not shooting anything. I mean, it's about combining colors, but it's sort of done by gravity, and they don't like fill up the screen and you die. I don't think you die in Poppet. It's just about trying to be as efficient as possible and get the most balloons popped. Whereas this game that I'm playing is sort of like more time based, and you gotta have to execute shots to pop as many of these things as possible and clear the screen.
I don't know. I just categorize those games as very similar.
They're puzzle games, but Poppet's way more chill than this game. I'm feeling a lot more stress. Because you miss a shot here, like, it's devastating because it blocks your other shots. And this is probably going to be even more stressful.
Another rose.
Player versus computer. Difficulty. Practice, normal, or hard. Let's just go normal. I don't know why you have to go when I select something. Weird.
Oh, the little cat is cute.
Okay, so now we're playing against him. Okay.
Okay, so similar to Mean Bean Machine?
Yeah, but I don't understand how you... Because you can't do combos.
So you're just supposed to beat him by clearing this. Like, you don't add anything to the opponent's screen?
Yeah, it's either... Can we attack each other? It seems like maybe we can, but I don't know.
Yeah, because I thought I saw him attack you. Oh.
I got no... He died.
Okay, so no, you don't attack each other. You just have to stay alive long enough for the other.
I guess.
So I don't know if that's showing on screen. Do you see that taskbar up at the top?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I can't get rid of it.
Okay.
I try to make it
okay.
as small as possible, but...
Okay, I got distracted. Back to my art.
I didn't know this game was that riveting. Oh, you know what? I attacked her. The cat. I attacked it.
How dare you?
And then I just got attacked.
Okay, so how are you attacking it?
So I think when you hit like something that like, how do I explain this? When you hit something that is connected to something else and it drops a bunch at once, like you
Uh
don't
huh.
pop it, but it drops, then it
Okay.
goes into the other person's. So it's almost like you want to focus on those hinge points.
Is this more fun than the
Eh,
other version you were
yeah, I
playing?
guess so. For now, until I probably lose, and then I'm gonna be angry. I'm gonna be like, this is bullshit. They kept giving me the same color. Look, I don't need purples. I blocked all my stuff.
I hate that. When you zoom out, it looks like it's.
I have this section over here that's not good.
Do 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 do.
I think I'm doomed. It's not looking good, folks. Like, why would you give me a red? Like, I have nothing to do with a red.
I just think it's so funny you say folks.
I have nowhere to put anything. Dead.
Gotta put them in the pockets.
Yeah, I'm kind of done with this. Cool music. Very Japanese. Like, not saying that as a negative, but it's just an observation. But not like a super fun game to get into. You know what? This is a game that's like perfect for mobile, right?
Yeah.
Playing it in the arcade would have been weird. I'm not sure. Maybe if you have like two friends and you're going against each other, maybe this game could be interesting, but not like super. There's better things to play. All right.
We would play Peggle first.
Yeah, I really like Peggle. That's a really fun two-player game. It's pretty fun one-player too because it's challenging.
Yeah.
And it's not time-based. Like you can take your time with your shots and all right, so this was 1995. The next game, Bust a Move 3. Okay, no, they kept that. That looks like they didn't change the name. No, there's Bust a Move 4 too. Then Super Bust a Move. It's still called Bust a Move. Bust a Move Universe in 2011. Bust a Move Journey 2017. Android, iPad. So it did make its way to mobile. Puzzle
Puzzle
Bobble
Bobble,
Every
Evie
Bubble though
Bubble.
came out last year.
Say that 5 times fast.
Puzzle Bobble Every Bubble. Blah, 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 blah. All right, so I'll put the next one on here. Puzzle or Bust a Move 3, also known as Puzzle Bobble
Gonna
3,
call it.
for arcade, Sega Saturn, PlayStation.
I want to zoom, not rotate. Come on. It's doing it again where it's slowing down a bit. Yep. What the hell? That is not what I wanted.
September of 1996. So every time I usually finish a game, if it's decent enough, I'll add the next game in the series to my library. Bust a Move 3 or Puzzle Bobble.
I want to know what in the world is something like eating up my memory that's making this slow down? Like, why do I have to keep restarting every 20 minutes or so?
Maybe. I mean, you could try closing some stuff down. I wouldn't close OBS down, but you could close any browser windows you have. You could try and close those and reopen them.
Yeah, I do have a couple browser windows open. Just one now, but maybe I'll
It
try
might you
that.
just need to restart the browser.
All right, we're restarting GIMP again.
So same basic game. Don't know if they added new kind of features to it. That's 1996.
Oh, the character down there with the purple hair is cute.
All right, Brave Racer is my next game. I'll give this a shot. Arcade games are kind of finicky to get to work on PC sometimes, and so if this doesn't work, I may need to do a different type of activity.
All right. Browser restarted, GIMP restarted. Let's hope this works. Because it is very hard to draw when your cursor is not where it's supposed to be.
Oh, I can't. Okay. It's not going to let me move this to my non-primary monitor. Game configuration in progress. I have a new graphic for this. Mermal, you can't see it, but I put a thing up that says whenever I'm doing some game configurations, that
Ooh,
our
cool.
viewers are aware. I just grabbed some image with a wrench and a computer.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I'm still getting that delay. I'm just gonna have to deal with this.
So it's GIMP.
It might be, yeah. No. But I've restarted it 3 times now, I think.
Does it fix it when you restart it?
Well, I only just restarted it a few minutes ago.
Nyeh. It still started it over there on that screen. What are you doing? It works, but as far as getting it to appear on the right screen, this is something that's apparently difficult. Can you do like, oh, there we go. Oh my God. This is give you seizures. I'm saving the audience right now.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that's better now.
Okay, thanks.
And now that it's better, you have to be careful. I'm a very responsible streamer, and I understand that the one person watching right now may have seizures, and so I'm I'm just being nice. But I will have this up in a second. I just have to be kind. Oh, it's doing it again. It's not really showing it on. You ever have things be difficult? This is what's happening.
Okay, this is not working. We are really having some serious technical issues today.
Technical issues, but you know
See.
what? We have the skills to solve them.
Do I have the skills to solve what's going on over here? I'm sure
Have
I
you tried?
do,
Do you
but
restarted GIMP?
yeah, I've restarted it like 3 times. File, save,
It doesn't fix it when you restart it.
quit. It did initially the first time I restarted it. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to be able to work on that today, if it's going to keep giving me issues.
Maybe
We might have to work on Sprite.
can you try and disconnect that display and reconnect it? That might
Okay,
be
we'll
your
do that.
problem. We have the skills and the talents.
It's just us right now streaming. You don't get to see what we're doing.
Wait, who doesn't get to see what we're doing?
The people watching the stream.
So I try to make this full screen, and it goes to the other screen every time. All right, let's do this, then this.
Okay. Display.
All right, it's decent enough if I can get it to show up. You may see what I see now. Oh crap, it's the seizure. That's really bad. Now I understand it's an
Yeah, it
arcade
is.
game, so like you could look away. I'm really sorry about this.
So,
MermFish causes
yeah,
people to.
that's pretty bad.
The bad thing is I still can't do it because I need to set the.
So I got to see that twice
You're gonna see it again probably,
stream, yeah.
unless I'm
So
very
like
quickly can set these controls.
he casts his screen. I say cast, but he's doubling his screen on the
Shift
TV
down
in front of
left.
me.
Okay.
And then I get to see it on his monitor too, so I got that twice. The flashing.
Yep.
All
So I
right.
don't know the control. Okay, it's doing it again. I'm trying. We'll do automatic transmission. Step on gas to confirm selection. I don't know what gas is. Let's go with the novice. Volume's low.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, so that's not gas. That's not gas. That's turning. Oh, okay.
You
I found
found
gas,
gas?
but I think it's gas and brake at the same time, or it's shifting.
Did you go and mess with the setting?
I was just trying to prevent the
First?
seizures from happening, so let me go ahead and do this now.
Okay.
Yeah, shift up is joystick up for some reason, so that's bad. We don't need to be shifting at all. Like, what's shift left? Oh, it's a gated shifter. Okay. We're just gonna turn those off.
What does gated shifter mean?
Like a regular manual transmission where you have to shift into the gates. So like,
Oh, okay.
so you have to go like up, right.
Oh, once again.
I'm so sorry. View change, steering wheel analog. So steering was fine. It was gas pedal that's bad. And brake pedal.
Okay. So I keep putting these leaves in and then going, they look bare. It needs a rose. I'm really trying to just do leaves.
Okay, this might be better.
1, go!
No, I'm not going. I can change the view now though. Okay, so turning is still weird. What's like gas pedal increase? Analog decrease, analog decrease. Yeah, let's do that and that. But backwards. So that. Ooh, we got too many controls. See, I think they're interfering with each other.
Too bad.
You
Game over
lost.
then. Better luck next time.
So get rid of this and this. Let's go. Oh my god, that's so bad.
Okay, I like that. Grab
That ain't
this.
gonna work. Can we do this? And this? So I try to make them the triggers. Yeah, that doesn't work at all. I can't select anything. Digital speed, auto center, reverse. It's weird that I'm having so much trouble with it because
3, 2, 1, go!
Did you ever play this game when you were little?
I played Ridge Racer. This is like the sequel.
Oh,
Or it's
okay.
actually the third one, I think. It's a pretty cool ass game for 1995 too. But they did not release this version on the PlayStation. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Let's see if this works. Oh, it's doing both.
You should just do a stream where you solve technical issues with the games you're trying to
There
play.
probably is a category for that, right? Where it's like, see, that doesn't work. That does not work. Your time is up. Alright, we're gonna abandon it. I'm gonna play Elder Scrolls games then. Because this is gonna take a little bit more configuration than I'd like. But I will play it. I'm not giving up. Not gonna give up. But I'm gonna play it.
Never give up. Never surrender.
Yeah, not gonna give up. It's just that I could spend the next 15 minutes trying to get it to work, and I don't think that's probably very entertaining to watch.
Okay, GIMP is working a bit better now. I wonder if that disconnecting the display was...
Oh, that did work?
It's working better now. Who knows, because it was taking like 20 minutes the last time before it started slowing down a bit.
Whoop, boop.
So are you going back to Arena?
Yep. I'm gonna play Elder Scrolls Arena. I play in sort of a funky way. I like to randomize everything. like character, class, and race, gender, and then randomize what tasks I'm gonna do. Arena doesn't have a whole lot, so it's like main quest, miscellaneous quests, visit a randomized dungeon. There's artifact quests, and that's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot. Um, my brain is not working now. It's really when you go from trying to get something to work, you're still trying to get that thing to work in your head, and you're like, I'm still thinking like, how do I get the gas pedal to work in Rave Racer? It's like, okay, no, we're moving on. I normally wouldn't move on. Normally I'd be trying to figure that out, and I'd spend all day doing it. But in the interest of entertainment, I'm gonna set up some stuff for this. So we'll bring up the task list. Let's get rid of this configuration stuff. So you got a task list. I got my character, and that's also character. We're gonna do checklist. I'm glad Mermal's doing interesting stuff while I'm struggling with stuff. Guess indeed I am struggling. I can't even get to where I want to go. Where's my stuff at?
One of the interesting things about going from doing like real, I don't even know how you would say it because it's digital art is real too, but like actual physical like art, like drawing on paper, stuff like that, and then digital is that I'm finding that I'm pressing really hard on the screen as if it's going to make my lines darker, but it doesn't necessarily make them darker. So I'm like pressing really hard when I don't need to. I've got to work on that.
That is weird. Like you don't get that kind of feedback.
I mean, it might make the line bigger. I can increase the size and you can see this where I can go softly and then if I press harder, you see it gets bigger. But it doesn't make it darker.
Alright, Arena. So this is the first game in the Elder Scrolls series if you've never seen it. A lot of people have played Skyrim, or maybe have heard of Oblivion and Morrowind. This game came out in 1994, so well before those. Sort of kind of set the lore and the stage for what they would eventually create, but it's mainly just a dungeon delving combat game. It is fun though. It's not very forgiving, but it is fun. This is my character, Vina, who is an archer. Alright, so my task list is to visit a random dungeon. But we had just completed Fang Lair, which was a main quest dungeon. And I kind of want to sell some shit in town. What town am I in? Sea Place. Okay. The Dancing Golem. That's where I'm going to stay.
This music, I just get stuck in my head.
Barkeep. Oh, somebody's coming to talk to me.
Oh no, run.
You look like you're somebody who wants to do some stuff. No, I don't. Sorry. I just want a room. No.
That's so classic Bethesda, though, that they have people approach you just out of nowhere.
Yes, they still do it. Like,
yeah, I know.
It's funny because like there's certain things they've done in these games that they've always done, and some part of it's like I wonder if they just do it as a meme now.
It seems that you are
yeah,
well
this lady's
chosen.
gonna update us on our quest
I
status.
see that you have won the first piece of the staff. That in and of itself is not a simple task. Tharn, it seems, is not as concerned with you as I had thought he would be. Perhaps he thinks you dead or lost in the sewers from which you escaped. That is well, for I have discovered the second piece's location. There was once a great maze built by the Archmagus Shalador to guard what he called Glamouril, the elven term for the secret of life. I know not the location of the great maze, which was called the Labyrinthian, but somewhere in its twisted corridors lies the second piece of the Staff of Chaos. Shalador, according to the old text, made his home in the Fortress of Ice. He would not have built the Labyrinthian far from his home. I would search to the north for such a place. I wish you well on your journey.
The Labyrinth. That's the same one that made an appearance in Skyrim?
Yeah, so the Fortress of Ice isn't in Skyrim, interestingly, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Labyrinthian is a huge dungeon in Skyrim. Skyrim is in this game. Let me go to the map real quick. So this game actually has the entirety of Tamriel, so it has all of Morrowind, all of Skyrim. It has the Imperial Province, but you can only visit the Imperial City. So it's huge, but it's also like not detailed. It's just like computer just randomly generated scenery outside the town walls, so it's not like super detailed. But if I go to Skyrim, it has like a lot of the town names. It's got Winterhold, Windhelm, Riften, Whiterun, Falkreath. It's spelled a little bit differently. They have Riverwood. Like they had all this stuff well before Skyrim came out. Skyrim came out, what, 2011? And this came out in 1994. So, like, they've kept pretty much all this stuff. Solitude.
Yeah.
It's a...
That was one of the interesting things about Morrowind, though, is that they didn't do the entirety of Morrowind. They only did the island there in that game.
Yeah, the game Morrowind only contains what is this right here, which is Vardenfell.
Yeah.
Now they did do a lot of different, like, there's nothing here that is mentioned in the game. Um, they do have Ebonheart, but it's right here, which is sort of close to where Ebonheart is in Marwyn, but it's more like off the coast of where Vivek is, and Vivek's not
Yeah.
even in this game. So they definitely did a little bit more retconning, I guess is what that's called. But yeah, they had a lot of the basis for their world down, even for this game. It's just not super detailed. Alright, I need to go to a shop. Here's one right here. Sell some shit.
I swear that's like half the game is selling shit.
Yeah, eventually you stop picking up stuff because you're like,
We have enough gold.
yeah, I'm kind of rolling in gold.
I will hum this song for the rest of the day.
The music is good. Interestingly enough, some of the tavern themes in this game, and in Daggerfall, the game came after this, they actually use them in Skyrim. If you listen to like the background music of a tavern in Skyrim, you can hear some of these themes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Very cool. Yeah, first time I played Skyrim, I was in a tavern or something like that, and I heard one of the themes, and I went, whoa! That's a cool callback. I appreciate that. Thanks, I didn't have too much to sell. I haven't played Hell, I need to get rid of it. This longsword's cargo. I have a battle axe of agility that's slightly used, and I don't really need it. I have a mark that's cargo. Crystal that I don't think I need. The classes in this game are very restrictive. The game in general is more restrictive than Skyrim, where you can do whatever the hell you want, whenever you want. So like if you want to cast magic and have a battle axe, you can do that. You can't do that in this game. So my character's an archer, so I can't wear plate armor, I can't have shields, and I can't do any magic. I don't even have magic.
I get why they did that for Skyrim though. Because it's closer to like real life. Like, why can't you cast magic and have a battle axe? Why can't you wear plate armor?
It's a difference in like the times. Like this game still, like most RPGs, had their basis in tabletop RPGs, so like Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
And you picked classes in Dungeons and Dragons, and those classes were restrictive. So if you said you wanted to be a mage at the beginning, you couldn't be like halfway through the game and be like, you know what? I decided I want to wield a big axe that does a ton of damage in melee, because it develops like imbalances. Then you have characters that are like super overpowered that can do both magic and smack you in the face with a mace. Like,
That's exactly what I would want to
but
do.
yeah, they don't care about that in Skyrim. Like they wanted people to. You don't pick a class in Skyrim. You just sort of start out and figure out who you are, kind of organically. And that's sort of the new style, because you don't want to restrict a player before they even know what the game's like. And
Yeah.
why did I come in here? I don't want to visit the Land King. I'm looking for the way out of this town. Yeah, so modern games figured out that, like, user experience wise, it's not great to restrict the player early on. And if you played this game and you picked the wrong class at the beginning, you pick a class that's really hard to play as, you're probably going to give up on the game. You're probably going to be like, this game sucks. And that does happen to a lot of people that go and try and play this game, is they go, oh yeah, I want to be a thief, and then like you realize you can't do any, you can only wear leather armor, and you can't wield anything bigger than like a short sword, and you can't do magic, and you're like getting your ass kicked in the first dungeon, and you're like, this game sucks. But thief is really just like hard difficulty level. That's really what it comes down to. I like the restrictions, but I also understand why they would have gotten rid of them. So when I mod Skyrim, I usually do something that sort of adds classes back, because I like the idea that you're kind of committing to a style of play.
Mm-hmm.
So like if I said I want to be a mage at the beginning, I'm committed to being a mage. I'm not going to just find an awesome battle axe and be like, you know what, on second thought. Alright, so what I'm looking for is a randomized dungeon. There's one. You kind of just have to find them on the map. So, southeast. This one might be a tomb.
I'm liking these leaves. But you see how long it takes. Like, I chose a big area to draw in, and I've got so many vines now that I need to add leaves to. Like you can see, I put like these bigger fat ones on here because they take up a bit more space. But now I've got this huge vine right here that I've got to fill with leaves, so it's gonna take me a while to fill all that up. Make sure
I do not know who you are, but you have made a fatal mistake. Rhea Sylvain and her feeble powers are no protection for you. I should have discorporated her when I had the chance. I will not make the same mistake again. I will use the same dream bridge that she uses, sending my minions across time and space. Already they arrive, ones worthy of the attention you deserve. They will relieve you of the burden of the staff piece you now hold. Give it to them, and I will order your death painless and quick. Resist, and I shall see you in such suffering that you will grovel for the sweet release of death.
I don't know how you roll your R's like that. It just sounds so good, though. I hear a Minotaur, but I don't see a Minotaur. So he's the main antagonist of the Minotaur. The goal of the game, of the main quest, is to go and find these staff pieces. So he trapped the Emperor and took his place. And then the staff that he used to trap the Emperor, he scattered into pieces, and he put them in all the provinces of the world, Tamriel it's called.
as you do.
Yeah. It's kind of a common thing that they would do that. So our job is to go and get all the pieces and reassemble the staff, and then beat him to death with it. and get the Emperor back. But the lady that's helping us is some mage that he killed, and she's able to speak to us through the, even though she's dead.
Okay, so I thought she was like a goddess or something.
Nah, she's dead.
I've never played Arena. I started playing Bethesda games when Morrowind came out, so I never went back to Daggerfall or Arena. So I know nothing about them except what he's telling me now.
And they allude to this this whole like event where they call it the oh man, I don't even know how you pronounce this word. It's a word for like when somebody takes the place of the throne and masquerades as the king, because he's a mage, so nobody in the world knows that like the real emperor has been abducted. he's posing as the Emperor, and he's able to masquerade and change his face so that it appears that everything is normal.
Okay.
So to everybody in the world, they have no idea that it's like me and that lady are the only ones that know that this dude has abducted the king, Uriel Scepter. I have unlimited arrows, by the way.
Is that one of the good things about this game?
That you don't have, like, ammo.
Yeah.
So the way that works is that, like, your weapon can break, and I guess that, in a sense, you could say that's running out of... But I splurged on a weapon of good quality, a really good bow. There's one bow in the game that, like, it's called Oriel's bow, which appears in some other games. It might even appear in Skyrim. But in this game, if you're an archer and you have Oriel's bow, and you have a speed of 100, it shoots arrows like a machine gun.
I can appreciate that.
Yeah. The speed stat is very important to archers because it determines how fast they can shoot the bow. So it's like thump, 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 thump. And you can mow down people. The problem with the archer is that this game is like really, it's a melee game. That's why playing a mage in the game can be very difficult. That's a goal. Yeah, but it can be difficult playing a mage even if you have magic. Because, like, you can't really fight things far away in this game because they spawn right on top of you. It's kind of hard to get distance from them. Ooh. Trying to spell at me. You cast a spell on me.
I was just thinking that song. I was like, no, I'm not going to sing on stream. And then you went and did it. I should have sang on stream.
I don't know if other people have this, but this is something that, with me, is that I get songs just pop in my head all the time. All day. I'll hear somebody say something, or I'll hear like a couple different notes, and then it's like I think of a song. And I think you're the same way, so like when we both hear it, one of us will start doing the song, and be like, I was just thinking that same thing. So we joke that our life is a musical. I don't even I hate musicals.
Hates musicals, but his life is a musical.
Yeah, so I do sing a lot. I don't really found any really good treasure here. Nothing. What I really need is a magic item that casts light so I can see far away. That really helps with an archer. I thought it was a minotaur that it wasn't around me. No, so did you mute yourself on Discord? Oh, so they can't hear you. I can hear you. So she was making minotaur sounds.
If y'all heard that on stream, I am so sorry.
I don't think they did. But if you did, let us know in chat.
That is so embarrassing.
Paralyzed me. Sorry if you have arachnophobia. So a lot of people have been playing World of Warcraft lately because of the new expansion. I think it's really funny that they have an arachnophobia mode, and then when you activate it, it turns the spiders into lobsters.
Which are still arachnids in a way, aren't they? They're crustaceans, but because they have 8 legs, do they still fall in the arachnid category?
I think they're related to them, but I don't know if they're arachnids.
That's not unusual, though. I've heard of the arachnid mode.
Yeah, but it's so funny
Before.
because it turns them into lobsters. And they're hanging around webs, and they don't get rid of like the other stuff that associates with spiders. So they're like in a web, and they're
That's funny.
hanging down from the ceiling, and there's no like water around or anything like that.
That is funny.
All right, so that was a random dungeon. So I'll update my task list here.
So one of the interesting thing is that I technically have arachnophobia, but I love spiders. I don't like scorpions. And I wish they had an arachnid feature when there were scorpions. So we could change that into something else.
Yeah, that's more like Fallout. So we call them rad lobsters or something.
Rad lobsters. Rock lobster.
It wasn't a rock. It's another random dungeon elsewhere. I did mention that we're Khajiit in this game. So if you play the modern games, the Khajiit are like the cat race, but like if you look at my character, she doesn't look anything like a cat. Let me take this helmet off. So no tail. She has like some face paint, like war paint. So Khajiit can be, at least according to Elder Scrolls lore, there's like sub-races of Khajiit, and some of them are like more cat-like than others. Some of them are like almost like pet cats, and some of them are like tigers, and they're like full cat. And then a lot of the ones you see in the game are like a hybrid of cat and human, and then there are ones that are like this that are like full human. And it all depends on what time of the year they're born. So like there's a lot of reverence of the moon in their culture and stuff, because it determines what kind of Khajiit you are. Alright, I'm gonna do Fortress of Ice now. So that means we gotta go to Skyrim. And Winterhold. And this is Winterhold before it was destroyed. Oh, I love the snow music. I need to find the Mages Guild. So, it's funny, you're looking for the Mages Guild, but it's actually the College of Winterhold that's in Skyrim.
Yep.
Where did they say it was? West of here. So I'm going to the College of Winterhold. I wonder if they have a light spell. I could really use an item with a light spell. Where the hell's the door? There we go. So I need to go here for another reason, which is this guy knows where the Fortress of Ice is. No voice acting in this game.
Well, I mean, there is when you have the cutscenes.
Yeah, it's interesting. Those cutscenes. So I'm playing the CD version of Arena, which came out a couple of years, maybe a year after the main release. But they added those voice acting things in the CD version. The original
Really?
DOS version did not have those. It just had the
Oh.
text and you had to read it.
I don't like that.
Some people prefer the DOS version over the CD version still. If you ever heard of Todd Howard, he's sort of like the famous Bethesda dude. Always does all the press conferences or whatever or press events for the Bethesda games. His first job was actually working on the CD version of Arena. Converting it, I guess. Buy a magic item. Do you have anything that can cast light? No.
I always wonder about those creatives who get up into the higher, like, I don't know if Todd Howard's in C-suite or anything, but like who get up into the C-suite positions, like how that affects their creativity. Like, do they still get down in the trenches with everybody working on the game? Because they have the knowledge, right? But they don't, that's not their job anymore.
I get the sense that he's still like lead game designer, but I don't know that he's
Yeah.
going into the programming aspects of it anymore.
Yeah.
My understanding is he didn't have a whole lot of influence with Daggerfall. It wasn't until Morrowind that like he had a big influence on the game design, and since that game is really the game that kind of turned them around, saved their company, that's why he
Yeah.
has such a big role with Bethesda. He basically is the face of Bethesda now.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as like him getting into the down and dirty stuff, probably not. He'd have to be like a super micromanager guy.
Yeah, I know. So I'm just like, you started out wanting to make games, and now you're up at the top, and you're the face of Bethesda. To me, like, that's... I mean, I guess over the years you want to change and do things, of course, but, like... I don't think I would like to lose the option for being creative and actually having a part in making the game.
Well, I mean, he is, if he's like the main game designer, so he'd be telling, he's still directing where they're gonna go with the game.
Yeah.
And he talked about that with Starfield. That like that's a game that they wanted to make for a long time, and by they I think he means him. I couldn't find a light spell. Alright, so my bow has frost resistance abilities. So I want to activate those because these things start throwing snowballs at me.
So if you're just joining us, thank you so much for joining us. I'm Mermal. I'm the one doing the art right now of these leaves. And you can see up beside me the prompt that I am working on. So if we scroll out a bit, there's the prompt. That's what I'm working on. And then we have Catfish here who is playing Arena. We are a married couple. And we're just sharing our hobbies. This is what we do when we're not working.
The whole time you were talking, I was trying to kill that ice golem or whatever. Which wasn't easy. He looks like a Mandalorian. Get out of my way.
Are those actual wolves, or are they like werewolves?
Those are actual wolves. They call them snow wolves. Well, these are regular ones. There are no werewolves in this game.
Oh, okay.
There's a vampire, but you can't become a vampire or werewolf in Arena.
The world is a vampire.
All you people are vampires. Are there a lot of songs about vampires? Oh no, another Mandalorian guy. He was beating my ass before too. Stand here and shoot arrows at him. He's got Wolverine claws too.
Those are his nails. He painted them blue. He hopes you like them.
I gained a level. So I think I need to increase speed. Because then I can shoot arrows faster. One thing I do need to worry about is the status of this thing. Yeah, so 161 uses left, but I don't think that's for the frost resistance. That's not for how many arrows I can shoot. The second level of the Fortress of Ice is like so annoying. I can never remember which way to go.
I feel like it got a little bit repetitive right here with these leaves, so I'm trying to add in some more not so repetitive looks.
Treasure back there. So I'm not getting critical strike as much as I should. Alright. So the way I need to go, if I remember, is like down here and northwest is the area I need to be. Yeah. Ooh, chest. One thing sucks about a bow is that, like, you can't bust open chests with it.
It's more likely to break your bow than the chest.
But you can bust it open with other weapons. So if you fail the lockpick in this game, you can actually bust shit open by attacking it. It just doesn't work with a bow. Ooh, a dwarven helmet. Can't wear it though. Can sell it. Drop the round shield as carbo. Oh, I forgot I had the skeleton key too. I should have used it. worthless.
It's worthless. So one of the games that I used to play when I was a teenager was Might and Magic. So I think I started on Might and Magic 7? Yeah. And then Might and Magic 8. And of course, like almost every video game, they just have repetitive things that characters say. And there was this necromancer who could identify things. And every time he would identify something, he'd go, "It's worthless. It's worthless. It's worthless."
Wasn't it a bug too? Because he would say it even when like things weren't worthless.
No, it wasn't a bug. It was just like, it's those characters that just think everything is worthless unless it's like this real special item. Actually, was he a necromancer or was he a vampire? I think he was a necromancer.
Could be both, right?
Yeah. And then there's this other character in Might and Magic 7, a female character, who I always used as a sorcerer, I think. And every time she would try to make a potion and it would explode, she'd go, oh, what'd she say? It's just a scratch, but it hurts. I always like to say that one.
If she was successful too, she'd say, a perfect mix.
Ah, a perfect mix. What was that?
Snowballs. They barf up snowballs at you, and they do it.
Okay, they sound like guns.
Yeah, it's very quickly too. Like they just.
They barf up snowballs at you?
Yeah, they come out of their mouth. The hellhounds, they shoot
I
fireballs.
have never seen this. Typically, I don't pay attention when he's playing Arena, so I've never seen that.
Yeah, the magic casting enemies, ooh, treasure. They're very dangerous because of how fast they can shoot.
Well, tell me when you encounter another one so I can watch.
At the moment, I'm lost. I'm getting attacked by one now, but I can't. There you go.
That is so funny, they throw snowballs at you.
Mowing me down too. I got like half health left. Oh, there's another one.
And the makers of this were like, obviously, when they throw snowballs, it sounds like guns. That's just... This makes so much sense.
They probably had a sound effect for like the fire one, and then they went, we don't have enough time to make a different sound effect for the others. Find a good place to rest, but there really isn't one here.
Gimp's starting to slow down a little bit, so I might have to save and restart it. But I got a good run there.
Was it GIMP though, or was it just your pad?
Maybe it's the pad. Maybe I should do both, just in case. When I'm done with these leaves.
Oh, you can only use the skeleton key once per day?
That's weird.
It is kind of weird if you think about it. That doesn't really make any sense.
It's an inanimate object.
You just like, or unless it's enchanted or something, but like it runs out of power and you gotta wait a day for it to recharge. I guess maybe that makes sense. Oh, my hip cracked. Speak.
Save. Alright. We're gonna lose my screen again while I,
Configuration taking place.
Yep.
That's really weird. We'll have to look into that, why that's happened.
Yeah. I don't remember this doing it last stream, so...
I wonder if it's a big piece and you have a lot of layers or something.
Yeah, but I did a really complex one last Saturday and didn't seem to have any issues with it.
We probably haven't done like a good old restart on that thing in a while. So
Restart on what?
the whole computer.
I have. I shut it down every time.
You actually shut it down or you shut the lid?
I actually shut it down.
I have thoughts.
You have thoughts. Okay. Do we need to do a Windows update? Is that what you think?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
My brain's just working on potential solutions.
So this is let me open this up real quick because last Saturday I was working on another prompt, and that prompt was the subject was mug, the theme was human connection, and I cannot remember what all the colors were. Anyway, so during the stream I was not able to finish. This is the finished product, although I don't really like the background. I like this much better. Anyway, so yeah, this one was really complex to do. It had a lot more layers than the one I'm working on now. It took me another 4 hours to do all of this shading on the hands and stuff. Even now, I'm kind of like, it needs some work because I think the mug needs some shadows under the hands. But I didn't make any changes.
This place is a freaking maze. You get experience points by killing things in this game. I think you get a little bit by doing quests, but generally it's kill shit, and that's how you get experience. It's experience-based leveling. Unlike other Elder Scrolls games, this is the only one that doesn't have skills in the game. There's no skills, so...
Wait a minute, so there's no skills, you just choose to be an archer and...
Yeah, you get your class, and then you have attributes, but you don't have skills.
Oh.
So there's no, like, archery skill.
Okay.
Yeah, they added skills for the next game, Daggerfall, and they added a ton of them. It has more skills in it than any other Elder Scrolls game. Which isn't always a good thing. But yeah, you don't level up. So starting with Daggerfall is where like the traditional Elder Scrolls leveling occurs, where you get better at things that you're doing, and that's how you level up. In this, you level up by killing monsters. There's one of those Mandalorian guys behind this door, but they're gonna ask me for a riddle here. I touch your face. I'm in your words. I'm lack of space and beloved of birds. What am I? I'll give Chad a chance to answer the riddle. I don't know if you can see it. It's very difficult, so I'll read it again. I touch your face. I'm in your words. I'm lack of space and beloved of birds. What am I?
Can I answer it?
You know the answer? You've seen me
I
play this
think.
game, though, so...
I've never played it.
You've seen me play it, though.
Yeah, but I don't pay attention usually when you're playing Arena. It's not that entertaining to watch, to be honest. For me. Sorry. I'm very sorry. Maybe for chat it is.
I'm trying to do a stream here, and Mermal's like, you know what? This game sucks. It's not really fun to watch. I don't know why you would bother.
That's not what I meant.
I mean, like, why are you here?
I need more interaction, okay? So,
I mean,
like, I have ADHD, forgive me.
I've got wolves throwing up snow chunks at me. I'm going up and down ravines trying to find the door. I found the door, and we got riddles, but apparently this isn't good enough. All right, what's your answer?
Air.
Air is correct. And apparently air is very, like, creepy. I touch your face. I'm in your words.
I'm in your words. It's only creepy when you say it like that.
I'm lack of space. And beloved of birds.
Oh
What
my god.
am I? I'm air. You immediately do it, door opens, and you get attacked by this guy. Oh, he's stuck. So I'm just gonna mow him down with arrows.
I'm still getting that delay. Okay. Very frustrating. Is it because I'm rotating it? Like, does that have anything to do with it?
Yes, I see that got your attention. That it was very exciting. But I found a tablet which has the location of the Labyrinthian on it, but I'm not smart enough to decipher it. I have to take it back to the College of Winterhold.
Your intelligence is
It
lacking.
actually is pretty bad. It's 45.
Do you have to have a
That's
certain
substandard.
intelligence to figure this
No.
out?
Not in
Okay.
this game. I'm trying to think. Morrowind has things like that, where it's like skill or attribute checks, and like if you have an intelligence of above 80, that you can figure things out that dumb characters can't.
Mm-hmm. Dumb characters. I actually wonder if that has something to do with it. The fact that I had things rotated.
How dare you?
Does that seem weird though? Because now it's not acting up anymore. Oops.
Are you rotating the pad?
No, I'm rotating the image on GIMP.
Yeah.
It's not rotated now. And now it's acting just fine.
Okay, maybe it's a rotation. Maybe you should just rotate the pad.
Maybe I should, but you know, I have this feature to rotate it, so why shouldn't I rotate it?
Because it's gimpy. Trying to find my way out of this maze. So you go down, and you go down, you go down, you go down. I should tell that story, shouldn't I?
You can, yeah. I think it's pretty funny. Where was
Alright,
it?
so the go down, you go down, you go down, you go down thing. This is a story from childhood. We were going to my uncle's house in Virginia, and back then you didn't have Google Maps. You just had paper maps to get to places, and I think we got lost, and we turned the wrong way or something like that. And so my dad pulled over and asked this guy how you can get to like this thing, like the next directional waypoint we needed to go to. And the guy goes, you go down, and you go down. I think he said more than that, but like it sounded like that he was just saying, you just go down, you go down, you go down. before Google Maps was when like you go and ask people on the side of the road for directions, and they'd be like, "Yeah, you make a left when there's 3 cows, and then you make another left when you see a cow with a weird deformation on its left leg." And that's how you got directions. Google Maps changed everything.
Catfish jokes that I have that kind of directional ability.
You do have very good like visual memory, so being able to spot like landmarks
And cows with a weird deformation
yeah,
on
you'd be
its
like, "I
left
remember
leg.
Bessie." And I'm like, what? No, I don't remember. I'm looking for road signs and like street names and some.
I'm like, yeah, you don't remember that weird pig? That weird pig sign that was up on the left above this weird store that has goats on the roof?
Yeah, no, I do not.
Okay, the goats on the roof is a real thing. I saw that when I was up in, was that Georgia? I think I was with my dad and my sister and my brother. We went on a hiking trip. And there was a store that, like, sold hand-scooped ice cream or something like that. And they had goats outside, and there were goats on the roof.
Hand scooped ice cream. What the hell does that mean?
Yes. People scoop it with their hands. No, it's... that is a real thing. Hand scooped ice cream. I've always thought it was weird. Like, of course you're gonna hand scoop it. How else? But I'm thinking it's like instead of soft serve where you put it in a, you know, where you put it in a cone. This is like ice cream in a bucket that you scoop it out of. I think that's what they mean. You're still giving a weird look.
Yeah, I don't. Hand scooped ice cream.
Is this a
to
southern
me, that just
thing?
sounds like somebody sticking their big old nasty hand. Which, why would you do that anyway? It's cold. And unsanitary. Once you said that, I forgot anything else you were saying about that story. Hold on a second. Hand scooped?
Yeah, I think it's just to differentiate between
Using
like
a spoon.
just getting soft serve or something like that. Like, this is homemade ice cream and we're scooping it for you into a cone or a bowl or something like that.
Skeletons in town at night.
Skeletons live inside your closet.
I shut the door. I didn't mean to.
We're getting more leaves. But I still have like this entire vine to go right here.
So Bethesda did some interesting things, like every once in a while that you're like, it raises eyebrows and you're like, did they do it on purpose? They put a priest in a tavern?
Is it
He's
a
at the
priest
bar.
or a monk?
Yeah, I guess he could be either way, right? Like,
No, a monk would definitely be in a tavern. I mean, monks invented... Didn't they invent, like, wine and ale?
I know they crush grapes with their feet, and that's why they don't wear shoes.
I don't think that's why they don't wear shoes.
It's the hand scoop thing, but with feet. Hey, this is feet smashed wine.
I think that's incorrect.
Jump over the river.
So you can see like where I was using the paint tool here and you'll see the blurred lines right on the edges. And then I switched over to pencil at some point, so now I'm like trying to blend that in so it doesn't, there's not like this huge difference.
Alright, I know where the labyrinthian is now.
Someone smarter than you had to
Yep,
tell
we
you.
deciphered it. That's not my next task. My next task is to visit a random dungeon. Or no, to do a miscellaneous quest.
Man, this song is already getting drilled into my head. If I start humming along, you'll know why.
I'm not doing a random dungeon, I'm doing a miscellaneous quest. So you need to go talk to people. I usually don't like talking to people. Hey you, rumors for work. I checked the inns, but I haven't heard any jobs in days. Okay. Usually when they tell you to check an inn, you go to the inn and then they say, hey, go to the castle.
Why are they telling you to go to the castle?
Because usually your level's high enough that like they think you can handle a quest from the king, whoever the ruler is. Rumors work. Here you go. Without compromising my friendship with the Duke, I can't tell you everything I know, but I think he's looking for somebody who's more than tough and trustworthy to act as an escort. You know, escort quests can be kind of buggy, so I have to save it before I accept that one. I once played Arena where I got an escort quest, and I had the person stuck with me forever, to the point that I could never do any more escort quests because
you already had them with you.
I already had somebody with me, and the game didn't understand that I did. It broke the game. Alright, so we'll save, call this town 1. Precedes you. For an outsider to escort someone for me. Yes. Escort my youngest daughter to some place. Okay, it's the Dark Folk Haven. You can deliver her to the Mages Guild. Yeah. Our representative might be there. Okay. How much you paying me? 1860 gold? Okay. Yeah, so now I have this icon at the top left that indicates that I have a companion. This person's face. When my game broke that one time, I took the person to where they were supposed to go, and they never went away. They stayed with me. Alright, where's this place? It's all the way down here. Kinda glad we're going to a Mages Guild. Oh, it's dark. So when this happens and you're doing escort quests, you usually get attacked because there's some group that wants to attack you and abduct the person you have. So we need to find a tavern quickly called the King's Ogre. Get a room. This is funny, when you have a companion, you can get a single room still. You can get a double suite or the King's Suite. Do you think I should... There's no real, there's nothing different about these. It's kind of weird. We'll get a double. I'm not a creep. The companion can have their own bed.
Or maybe you just sleep on the floor.
Look, I thought we got double, but look at the room I'm in. There's only one bed.
They're right next to each other?
Are these
No.
two beds? Maybe they are, okay.
Yeah. But you're still creepily sleeping next to each other like that.
We're both women, if that means anything.
Oh, okay. But still. Like, I don't want to sleep right next to a stranger.
I'm not a stranger, I'm the guide.
If I hired a guide to take me somewhere, I would still consider them a stranger.
But I'm a guide and a guard, so don't you think I need to be in the same room?
Yes, the same room, but not right next to me.
Where's the Mages Guild? I might be wrong, but look south. Okay. This town is weird, it's like really wide open. Most of them aren't like that.
Oops.
It's like almost empty. Where's the Mages Guild? Check to the west. Oh, that's east. There it is. Some Mages Guild have multiple doors, and they actually go to different buildings. It's really weird. So sometimes you try to do an escort quest, and you go to the liver and talk to the guy, and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. It's because you need to go to the other Mages Guild, which is the other door. Looks like this one is the right one. Give me money for delivering.
Give me my money.
Do you have anything that casts light? Yes, bracers of light. Give me it. What else you got? Amulet of strength. A ring of heal true could be useful. Bracelet of speed. Nah, I think I'm good. The only other spell that's the thing this good is invisibility. Give me 20 of these. They also detect magic, so it's the same magic. What's this? What is this?
Did I miss it?
actions that are not detected.
Alright. I need a little break. Gonna save this. I'll be right back.
So store power, resist cold. Some of these aren't very useful.
You might see me walk behind Pet Catfish.
They can't hear you. But she's saying that you might see her come behind here.
I unmuted the mic.
Oh, okay. Maybe they could hear you. Man, that bracers of light, though. That's huge. I'm gonna drop this mark because it's broken anyway. Crystal paralyzation. I do need a decent alternative weapon. Oh, I guess that elven long sword. Bracers of light. Yeah, that's nice. Light spells. Incredibly useful. I'm gonna do save. Update this task list because we're going to the Labyrinthian. Role request. Labyrinthian. I always like these screens where you can see the thing and it's like stubborn grass and roots stand in the stiff Arctic climb, refusing to yield. Ahead of you stands the entrance to the Labyrinthian, testing ground of the Archmagus Shalador. Within its twisted paths lies the second piece of the Staff of Chaos.
You can't tell that's chaos. It looks like poos
It does,
to me.
yeah.
Why were you asking about climb?
I just think that's a weird word to use. Stiff Arctic climb instead of climate.
I think climb's a pretty good
It's
word.
just unusual. Just proceed along the center path first. I ain't gonna do it. You don't need to.
I'm back. And if you're just joining us, thank you for joining us. I am Mermal, and I am working on this art piece. You can see, you can see the subject right next to me. This was randomized. So my subject is toaster. My theme is nature or technology versus nature, and then I have a few colors there also that I'm supposed to use. And this is Catfish. He's playing, I just brain farted. What are you
Playing
playing?
the Elder Scrolls Arena. It's the first Elder
Okay.
Scrolls game. And I am in the Labyrinthian. Big ol' maze. Big ol' maze. Full of spiders, so if you have arachnophobia, you should stay tuned to see more. Oh, hell no, I ain't messing with that troll.
Just fixing up some lines here.
You know, I think I'm going the wrong way. Took a wrong turn at Albuquerque.
You missed the goats on the roof.
Who's attacking me? It's a ghost. I'm shooting him with arrows, because that's how it works.
So, once again, so I'm pretty new to digital art, and every now and then I'll see, this is something that I started last week, or sorry, started on Tuesday? Yeah. And, I'm still learning the ropes of everything, but you can see here, I need to clean up some lines. I used pencil on this line here, and I used paint or a paintbrush on this line here, so I want to kind of match those lines. So I'm cleaning up some of my mess.
If you've never seen the stream before already, it's weird looking, because we have like a split kind of thing going that I'm not sure other people are doing. So you call it an experiment of sorts, but we have two different kinds of hobbies, and we figured we'd stream and show you both at the same time.
And not mentioned earlier, we are a married couple. We are actually in the same room. So this is what we do most nights. Work on our hobbies. Our hobbies work pretty well with each other. So like he games, we can still chat while I'm doing art. I don't like that.
We have another riddle.
Another riddle. With creepy eyes in the back.
I mean, they made a mistake by using that text color.
Yeah.
I am Brother Mogris, the shade of this hall, cursed to its lengths from beginning to end. Find me the answer, in a door will I call. Fail me but once, in your heart will I rend. More beautiful than the face of your god, yet more wicked than a demon's forked tongue. Dead men eat it all the time. Alive men who eat it die slow. What is the answer? Mortal. If you know, then let me know in chat.
Yeah. Pop it in the chat. Are you watching YouTube chat?
I'm watching everything.
Okay.
I'm watching everything.
He's watching it.
If you chat, I'm gonna catch it, and I'll respond.
I don't know the answer.
I think. Oh, it's not. You know what is? I really don't know why that happens.
Maybe you need to pop that out of the keyboard and clean it.
No, it's not the keyboard. It's when I like switch to another screen real quick and then switch back. It just takes the entire thing and says you meant to say Alright, not seeing any answers. The answer. Okay, so I think that the dead men eat it all the time is probably the most. And you go, well, what did? If I just ask the question, what do dead men eat?
I don't know. That my first thought was words, and then my second thought: dead men eat dirt.
No.
I don't know what dead men
can't eat, right? They're dead.
Okay.
So they eat.
Well, not if they're zombies.
No, they didn't say zombies. Live men who eat it die slow. What could possibly be more beautiful than the face of your god?
I don't have a god.
Nothing.
Nothing, okay.
Dead men eat it all the time. Nothing. Live men who eat it die slow, so. We're live. I'm a live man right now. No thing. Nada.
Not a damn thing.
And I got one of the keys. So now we need to go back to... Told me to go back to the beginning. I could go for a viewing of The Princess Bride.
Okay.
Just thought of it. I'm not a big movie watcher.
Maybe we could do that for movie night or something. I'll dress up as Wesley. Okay. I am not allowed to rotate this to draw my leaves.
Nope. It's illegal.
Illegal procedure.
Yeah, we heard of those, a lot of those the other night. Watching the football. Spiders. Okay, so apparently Bethesda screwed up. That happens a lot.
Okay, how did they screw up?
This noise that you're hearing for the spider.
The... Yeah.
That's not meant to be the noise for the spider. Okay. It's supposed to be like a sort of crawling noise, like a noise.
Yeah, okay.
They mixed it up. They have the noise that the spider's supposed to make going to the skeleton. And the this is supposed to be the skeleton noise.
Okay.
Just a little
Trivia there. Bethesda trivia.
I know a lot of weird shit about the games. If I come across a skeleton, I don't think there's any skeletons in the Labyrinthian.
Why not? You would think people would have died there. Sorry, I was away from the mic when I said
I
that.
tried to use a skeleton's key on a spider. I didn't mean to. Okay. It's probably like, what do you...
Does that count
like,
as
what
a
are you
use
doing?
and now you can't
I was
use it?
thinking about spiders and skeletons, and I'm trying to do free action. There you go. Because it paralyzed me. What I don't understand is you get paralyzed, but you can still use a potion. Tell me how that works.
Maybe you have it. No,
No.
never mind.
Not unless you got some automatic dispersal system that it can be injected into your paralyzed mouth.
Well, I was thinking, you know, people used to put those like little fake teeth in, and when they bit down on it, it would
Oh, you talking about like the cyanide
disperse.
stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, but how you can't do...
But even then, like, if you're paralyzed, you shouldn't be able to move your jaw, right?
You can't move anything if you're paralyzed.
Well, I mean,
Certainly
you
can't
can.
hold on a second, I'm paralyzed. Let me open this potion bottle and pour it into my mouth. Now I'm free. Now I can attack.
Okay, but that is like legit Bethesda. Like, you're fighting a dragon, and hold on, let me just eat these 5 cheese wheels.
Excuse me, I need to eat 70 cabbages. I'll be right with you in a minute. Alright, now that I've restored my health by eating 70 cabbages and 10 cheese wheels, I'm ready to fight you again. Yeah, I wonder who the first one that made a video game was like. You know what? Food restores health. Instantly.
Well, I mean, kind of. Like, when you're really feeling famished and you get some food in
It
you.
restores stamina though. Like, but if you get stabbed and you eat a hamburger, you still have the wound. But that's been a video game thing forever. Eating food, it's always on the floor too.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Like, oh yeah, there's a cabbage in this dungeon. I'm sure it's to be just fine. Laying on the floor of this dungeon. Video game things. Alright, dropping some shit that I don't need.
I think we would be mad if we couldn't eat those cabbages during a battle, though. Like, if they took that ability away from us in Skyrim, we'd be pissed. Like, dude, that was part of the charm.
Yeah, but it does kind of like, what's the point of alchemy if... Like, what's the point of health potions?
Okay, well, alchemy can restore a lot more than, 5 health points for eating an entire
Yeah,
cabbage.
but eventually you get to the point where you're like, why? I don't need to eat 70 cabbages. I can just drink 1 potion of healing.
Yeah, and that's where alchemy becomes important. That's why people should do it. They don't have to carry around 70 cabbages.
Oh, okay, so it's a weight weight efficiency problem. I need to wield a sword so I can beat the shit out of it. Do I go with the Amulet of Speed? That gives my speed to 100.
And then you can start shooting
Yeah, it
arrows
should be
like
faster now.
a machine
But I'm
gun.
giving up, to be able to do that, I'm kind of giving up defense. But do you need defense if you're able to mow down enemies quicker? Didn't seem that much faster. It might not be worth it. I'm gonna switch it back. Wait a minute. It was an amulet.
Man, this work in progress is going to take me forever. I'm not usually one that likes to spend too much time on art projects. Like, when I start an art project, I want to finish it the same day. So this is testing my patience.
Alright, we got another riddle. This one always threw me for a loop. I am the brother Canaan, who holds the secret of life, not a more cunning riddler. Twixt ocean and Fife?
Like a fiefdom, yeah.
Answer me this question, O foolish mortal from above, or join my eternal task born of duty and love. 2 bodies have I, though both joined in one. The more still I stand, the quicker I run. If you know in chat, let us know if you can solve the riddle. It's kind of hard to read. I'll read it again. 2 bodies have I, though both joined in one. The more still I stand, the quicker I run. What is thy answer?
Okay, I have an idea, but...
We'll give chat some time. If you're watching, and you're a good riddler, your riddle skill is good. I'm actually gonna leave it up for a second and go to the bathroom.
Alrighty. That leaves me to entertain everybody. What? Am I that entertaining? Can I handle this stream on my own? He says he's going to get candy. Is he gonna bring me back some? Leaves. So if you're just joining us, I am Mermal. And not on screen right now is Catfish. He went for a break. I can hear him in the next room. He's talking to me. So I am working on this art piece right here. I did a random prompt, so you can see it right next to me. It is right here. The subject is a toaster. The theme is technology versus nature, and then I have a few colors that I'm supposed to use. So that's what I'm working on while Catfish is playing Elder Scrolls Arena, and he left this riddle up for us to solve. So if you have an answer to it, you can pop it in the chat. I don't know if anybody else has answered it yet in any of the chats. So feel free if you have an answer. So yeah. I'm just working on this art prompt. Working on this art prompt here while Catfish takes a break. So I started this on Tuesday. It's a lot to work on. I need a lot more leaves, so it might take me another couple of streams to finish it all. And then of course I want to clean up this toaster here, make it look like nature is actually taking over. Thank you. It's called nerd clusters. They're jelly beans covered in nerds.
Nerd clusters. Probably hear me chewing them. Whoop.
That's why I pushed the mic away from my face. I have a bundle of 3 here.
It's a triplet. Having problems. I was eating my own hair.
You can't eat too many of those. And you can't eat your own hair
I
either.
mean, I can, but... Alright, so anybody figure out the answer yet? Do you have an answer?
No, nobody's answered in Twitch.
It's a tougher one.
Okay, so
It's...
my answer was...
No, it did it again.
No.
It's not
My answer was, the more still I stand, the quicker I run. I was thinking my mind.
Okay, no.
Because that would be like a true story.
No, it's hourglass.
Hourglass. 2 bodies I have, though.
Though both joined in
Okay.
one, the more still I stand, the quicker I run. It's a tough one.
Okay.
I told you it was a tough one. Aww. That's what he says. He was able to say a riddle, but then he's go, aww. Sounds like Andrew Luck. Okay. I think this, yeah, that's shit I dropped before. I don't need it.
So I'm having a little bit of difficulty here because I'm not allowed to rotate this, or else Gimp gets very upset with me.
No rotation is allowed.
Gimp being the program that I am working in.
Glad you specified, because you know people could take offense. I am in the Labyrinthian, and I've gotten the 2 keys. So the hard part's over. Now it's to get the staff piece.
Ooh, scary stuff.
Is this game a horror game?
I was just wondering, has Arena scared you before?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Jump scares?
Totally, because the ambushes, the enemies ambush you. Like they spawn on top of you, and so like you have no aware. You can't be aware that they're doing it until they do it. And so it scares you. The game is very immersive. Like you would think, oh, these graphics look primitive. It looks like Wolfenstein or something, but yeah, the game's very immersive.
I don't like how big these vines are right here, so I'm
Got
gonna...
another riddle. Yes, there's 3 riddles. In the
Oh,
Labyrinthian.
more riddles.
Here lies the final portal, the doorway to life. What force and strength cannot get through, I, with a gentle touch, can do. And many in these twisted halls would stand, were I not as a friend at hand. Do, 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 do. If you know and you're in
I
chat,
don't
let
have
us
an
know.
answer.
These are riddles. Kind of an interesting quirk to the game that they decided to have these. You don't really have that in any other game. Well, I guess not. Morrowind does have a couple of areas where you have to answer riddles. At least one quest that I can think
I
of.
don't remember that.
Give Chad a chance.
I
Give Mermal a
don't
chance.
have an answer.
It's a
What force and strength cannot get through, I with a gentle touch can do. And many in these twisted halls would stand, were I not as a friend at hand.
I can't confess that I'm great at riddles, but it's always usually just about
No.
breaking it down. So let's break it down. So something that force and strength can't get through, but a gentle touch can. So the second part I don't think is very helpful. Many in these twisted halls would stand, were I not as a friend at hand.
Sorry, that's not
So it's
helpful
like, yeah,
to
the
me.
second part's not helpful.
And none of it's helpful to me. I'm not
It's
very
like
good
if you
at
can't-
riddles,
If you
guys.
can't get through something with force and strength, what do you get? What do you need to use?
Cunning and friendship. Not both at the same time, hopefully.
What's an item that represents cunning?
An item. I don't know. Cunning makes me think of a fox. A key. He was gesturing over here to me.
You know, like a key gesture.
He gave me the
I was doing
a gesture.
Yeah. Yeah, it's key. They're not easy, these riddles.
So I've always been curious how they coded this, because is there only one answer?
There's various I got the second staff piece. Some of them there's only one answer, but they also accept if you capitalize certain letters or whatever.
Okay.
However, some do have multiple answers that are correct, and it's just based on like culturally how we refer to things. So like I think there's one that's well, there's multiple words for the same thing, the same object. I can't think of it offhand, but
So I was thinking like air and wind.
yeah,
Those might be the
I think you
same.
can put wind for that earlier one.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. All right, so that was Labyrinthian.
So if you're joining us, I am Mermal. He is Catfish. I am working on this art prompt that you can see up next to me. And Catfish is playing Elder Scrolls Arena. We are a married couple. These are our hobbies. And we just decided to stream it. Just for additional fun.
Yeah, it's kind of a unique looking stream for sure. Where it's split. She's got the top area, and I've got the bottom area here for gaming. Then yeah, this is what we would normally do in our free time, and we just figured we have a lot of fun with that, and we do a bunch of laughing and chatting about random stuff that we see in the game or what she's working on. And it could be entertaining maybe to people. Still a very weird thing to try and categorize, though.
You have survived the test's most
Getting
dire.
yelled at.
Continue along this path, however, and you will face such things as to make your very heart freeze. I will save you the ordeal, for my servants approach you even now. From your mangled corpse, I will take what is mine!
I love his loaded language. From your mangled corpse. Like he's the king of insults.
Mangled.
Not just merely, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna take from your mangled corpse what you stole. I love it. And then he rolls his R's. You can't compete with people who roll their R's. Their speechcraft level is much higher. Oops, I shot the door again.
I would congratulate you on retrieving the second piece of the Staff of Chaos. But dire portents have I seen. The third piece of the staff lies somewhere in the Elden Grove, ancient home of the elves. The Elden Grove is said to be the birthplace of the sacred first tree, that which gave life to all the forests on the continent of Tamriel. Its location has been a closely guarded secret, so guarded in fact that many believe that even the elves have forgotten its true location. Considering that there are only 3 provinces that hold any of the elfin people, your search should not be too difficult. Find the Elden Grove and recover the third piece of the staff. I wish you well on your quest.
Her pauses were weird in that.
Yeah, so when it switches screens, there's a pause every time.
Okay.
Nothing you can do about it. It's a video game thing. So the Elden Grove, I think, is in the Elder Scrolls Online. I think that you can go there. And I think you can also go to Celine's Web, which we're going to find about in a second. I think it's a group dungeon or something you can do. There's a lot of spiders. Okay, so if you have arachnophobia, you should continue watching.
Obviously, the makers at Bethesda, the game makers, did not have arachnophobia.
No, it's only a new thing that I've seen that games have been putting arachnophobia mode on. They got heavily criticized for Skyrim having some pretty nasty looking spiders in the beginning dungeon.
Yeah, they're pretty realistic in that.
And they come out of nowhere and without warning, and so they took a lot of heat for that. And so I think games since then have had some sort of arachnophobia mode, or at least warnings that there's a spider coming up, so that you can take your anti-fear medicine or something.
Anti-fear medicine.
I don't know. That's a lot of reading, and I've played this game many times. I was going to read all that. It's like 3 full pages worth of text that says, hey, we don't know where the Elden Grove is, but we can find it if you go and kill this lady that has a lot of spiders. So we're going to kill a lady that has a lot of spiders.
It's raining here.
Celine's Web. Spiders galore, but this place isn't too difficult. I'm gonna employ my bracers of light.
Employ.
Jump over here and you get attacked by orcs. I think. I don't see them. Okay. Spider. Wolf. Spiders.
Oh, they are kind of creepy looking spiders. Like, they're not the cute jumping spiders. These are like the big ones you find in your garage.
Yeah, they look like daddy long legs, kind of.
Okay, well, daddy long legs are kind of cute too.
I don't think any spiders are cute.
Okay, so that's a spider noise. So you telling me there's a skeleton here?
No, that was an ambient noise. It's not a monster noise. Sorry, there's a difference.
Okay.
I don't know about... Oh shit, I need to go get a key before I do this.
I'm very curious about spider noises. Like, did somebody actually put a mic on a spider to find out what they actually sound like? And so that's actually what we put in video games and stuff? As this is what spiders sound like? In movies? Or did we just make that up?
I think it's typically
We're
like a
like-
hissing, or like squeaking and hissing. But yeah, I don't think...
An Australian should know this, right? Because they have big ass spiders over there. Like the huntsman. Which we have huntsmen here in the US, but not that big.
Yeah, I don't know though. That's interesting to think about. I don't know if how you could find out if they make a noise. Like,
Oh, I'm sure they do.
well, not one that we hear because it's probably too... It's out of our hearing range. Do you hear that? There's a skeleton.
I can't hear that, no. It's just a faint rustling sound?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's not making it out.
And what are you
I'm gonna
doing?
kill him. Arena can only play one noise at a time, by the way. It's an interesting factoid. The game is only capable of actually making one noise at a time. It can do music.
Which is why the music turns off when there's enemies
No, the
nearby.
music does never turn off. I'm just saying
Oh.
it can only make one sound effect at a time.
Oh, okay.
Why do I suddenly feel like I'm lost here?
Because you're lost.
I shouldn't be. Why would I be lost? I'll go down here.
I'm gonna do several here.
Suddenly I forgot how to do. Is that where I need to be? I hear Minotaur. Oh, that's where I need to be. Okay. See, they spawned right on top of me.
Did it scare you?
No, because I knew they were going to do it. I knew it was going to happen. I find the noise when you defeat an enemy, it's sort of like dropping a bag of potatoes sound. I find that very satisfying for some reason.
I'm not sure which one you're talking about.
Well, you don't always hear it because it can only play
okay.
one noise at a time, but when you do, you're gonna be like, oh, that's somebody dropping a sack of potatoes. But it's the enemy dying. Did I not use it? That was it.
That? Sounds like a door shutting or something.
So many of them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you dropped potatoes, it would sound something like that.
Maybe one big potato.
I don't know why it's such a satisfying noise. Alright, now there's barbarians in here and they're a pain in the ass.
Barbary.
Yeah, it's attacking me through the wall. Have a lot of health.
I don't know why every door in this game has to be creaky.
WD-40 doesn't exist in the Elder Scrolls world.
Are the doors creaky in like towns and stuff when you enter them?
Yes, every single door.
Okay.
Paralyzed me.
Going to check the weather. It's starting to rain heavier. It's got this big swath of just rain south of us.
It's a juicy day.
It is.
You know, juicy days can be nice though. That sounds creepy.
I personally do not like juicy days.
I mean, it can be very relaxing.
I guess, yeah. Take a nap after the stream. I have storm anxiety, so like... I have less fondness for juicy days. Sorry, I hit the bar on the mic with my pen. Sorry if y'all heard that. Okay, let's go back to this one. Do some more leaves here. Gotta turn the actual screen to be able to draw this.
Why is it always nighttime?
I know, you can't help it. I was about to start humming too. I was dancing to it.
It does say something about the music. It's not like it's like super detailed or anything, but it is good. Certainly for a game of its time. Alright, kill the spider later. Don't tell me where the Elden Grove is. There you go. Okay, thank you.
They just suddenly knew? Or did you have to bring them
I think I had
something?
to gain their confidence by slaying an enemy.
But I thought they said they didn't know where it was.
They probably lied.
Are these high elves?
Wood elves.
Wood elves? Okay, I was like,
if you-
high elves would absolutely lie.
Little racial generalization there. Okay. Time to update this. Completed Celine's web. Task list. Oh, I hadn't updated it previously. So,
I hear sirens.
ooh. So yesterday our power went out. About this time. Yesterday.
Yep.
And we wondered if somebody hit a tree or something. Well, no. Well, you could hit a tree, knock the tree into the power lines. Or they hit the power line. this quest, probably for the king again. And it's nighttime again. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to exit the game real quick because one of the things about Arena is that it only had so much memory to it. And if you play the game for a long time like I'd been doing there, funky things can happen if you continue to play and don't like just restart it to reset the memory. So
Interesting, because this game is made to be played for long periods of time.
yeah. Just weird stuff where like loot piles don't show up anymore, or like items that are supposed to be in a certain place don't show up anymore. To be honest, some of the modern games have the same problem. Like if you play Skyrim for like, certainly like a modded Skyrim for like more than 3 hours, like it starts getting a little funky.
Yeah.
It's more prone to crash on you. This game really isn't moddable. The only thing you can really do is you can change what they call the paper dolls. So these things. So I think there's a mod that makes the Khajiit look more like cats and the Argonians look more like lizards. And then I think the only other mod I can think of. So the only mod I use is one that sort of changes the controls and makes them a little bit more modern. But that's about it.
I'm gonna try to put in some smaller leaves here.
Times 9 at night. Camp for 12 hours. Straight to ask this guy if he has any rumors for work. Yep. He wants me to talk to the king.
Well, that wasn't good.
Oh, okay. You didn't have a quest for me. That was weird.
Does he usually have a quest for you?
The guy at the tavern indicated that he did.
Maybe you don't have enough stats.
It's the same guy I did a quest for earlier. So I certainly have the rep. If that's what you're saying. Okay, so this is go to the Flying Castle to the northwest. That is an inn, not an actual flying castle.
Not Dracula's castle.
Not Dracula's castle.
We've been watching Castlevania.
To the northwest. This kind of teleports, though.
Oh, shit. Okay, I can't fill that one. Some of these I'm just gonna have to go in with the paintbrush and do it. It does help to just have the color there, though, so I can have it on hand to copy.
store. Okay. Where is the elite supply store? East. Okay. Well, it's not that east. Is this it? Unearthed. There it is. It's easy. 100 and something gold. You go here to sell some shit anyway.
It's so good. Can't help but hum. Did Daggerfall have similar music?
Yeah.
See, I don't remember Morrowind being like the theme sticking with
Oh,
me.
yeah, they do. At least,
Okay.
yeah. The main theme, Morrowind? Like, just, oh my goodness. I have a shit ton of money.
Ooh, I missed one.
Before I do Elden Grove here, I think it may be wise to get an upgraded bow.
Coming along on the leaves. I feel like right down here, we need one to just like, we need to pull that all the way up. Or I could just erase that back, so I don't have to do all that work. I need to stretch my hand. If you're just joining us, thank you for joining us. I'm stretching my hand right now. I am Mermal. I am working on the art that you see up here. And you'll see the prompt right next to me. And then we have Catfish here. He is playing Elder Scrolls Arena. He's looking something up real quick before he continues.
Yeah, I'm going to see what kind of bows I can get somewhere. So I get upgraded bow. I think I'm ready. I got the money. I got the monies.
Got the monies. So we're a married couple and we're actually in the same room. Just streaming our hobbies together.
Okay, so apparently there's an ebony longbow of luck in the Somerset Isle at Cloud Rest. So I'm gonna make a detour there and get it. Because I got enough money for it. And that's probably one of the best bows you can get. And I want it. How much on a bet? It's nighttime. Oh, it's not. Nobody bet me. Alright. I need a person. Where is an equipment store called Elite Accoutrements? South. Everything's south here.
Accoutrements. That's an interesting word. I don't even know what the definition of that is. sounds like things.
Yeah. Sounds like things.
Elite things. Okay, I need to look this up. I'm feeling the urge to look this up. What does accoutrements mean? Uh-oh. I pressed a bad button. I dropped my phone on top of the remotes. How do I get back?
Input. You
I don't